Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Boardroom Beats. I'm Amreen Mulla, the host for the day, and today we have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Vijay Dogra, the Vice President IT, Head of New Age Applications at Hindalco Industries, Aditya Birla Group, Mumbai. With an extensive career in IT since 1991, Mr. Dogra has held key leadership roles in various companies overseeing software development, infrastructure management, IT security, and much more. We'll be discussing his experiences and insights into managing large IT teams and fostering innovation and navigating the change in the fast-paced IT landscape. So, Mr. Vijay Dogra, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, and it's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me for this session. Thank you.
Great, sir. Thank you so much. So let's start with your approach towards leadership. So you've been in a leadership role for many years. So could you share your approach to setting a strategic vision for your large IT teams and ensuring alignment across, diverse functions such as, like for example, software development and infrastructure management?
Thanks for the question. This is basically aligning infrastructure and software development, everything towards the business that we are in, right? To do that, there are certain processes like DevOps, culture, security integrations, different collaborative tools that are required so that all the team members, all the members can work in an agile way, in a collaborative way. The things are easy to scale up so that overall IT efficiency and operations are taken care.
So, like, how do you communicate this vision with the team effectively to keep everyone, motivated and focused on a common goal?
These are through so many tools, and basically we have our formal tools are, yes, we have our KRAs and review meetings, and those are part of normal process. But yes, we have our own way of taking follow-up, giving feedbacks, meetings, reviews that keep on updating each one of us, and also if there are any bottlenecks which needs to be aligned as per the KRA's goals of the organization. We do those kind of things on a regular basis.
And one of the primary things when you're building a scale and scaling up large IT teams, especially given, like each role has its own diverse skill sets that are required. So, what are the key qualities that you look for that would say, merge the entire team, bring together the entire team?
Actually, what happens is when you have a large team, so there are different domains in which people work, right? And each domain have a few structure within that. So there is a mix of new technology, new people who are aware of the things, and who are basically technocrats, and there's a level which are techno-functional people who know functionality of the business and also are groomed and learned over the years the technical part of it. And there is a front-end customer-facing people who align directly with the business and understand their language. So basically, these three layers: the young layers who are basically hands which execute the things, and in middleware we have people who have techno-functional kind of who ensures that the delivery or download to the technical team and to the functional team is taken care properly. And overall, yeah, this is a major activity which happens in all the domains.
So, since there's different layers to this, how do you ensure a smooth onboarding process to integrate in, for example, any new members into such a large and varied team?
Yeah. So see, there's always a now onboarding depends at what level you are doing, right? So But definitely there is a mix of people in the domain, the experienced people, the fresh people, and especially we focus on the if it is a down level technical people, definitely there's technical rounds which goes into that, and the technical experts from our team are involved in that particular time, and also especially looking into the environment on which our organization work, aligning that particular thing, especially at the base level, it is not that much, but yes, at the middle level, those things are all taken care. And
Mhm.
definitely experience of a person and location, other preferences is also key to it, so that it helps us to align that persons as per the values of the organization that we have.
Mhm. So talking about like the value and the integrity of the organization and everything, a lot of this depends on the culture of innovation. So from your leadership point of view, how do you think a person or a leader should foster a culture of innovation within large IT teams where typically in an IT team I would expect, and I believe even it's a industry basis info, that the processes sometimes do tend to get very rigid and hierarchical. So, how would you suggest, to leaders to foster a culture of innovation, to step out of the box?
Yeah, so what happens is in a big team, there are different, as I share, different domains, right? Which there are certain domains which are very process oriented, which are their processes are well documented, and everything is there, right? The other domain which are niche domain, and where we have a different set of people, and which in our case we talk about a new age business applications. Right? There's
Mm-hmm.
an infra team, there's a new age business application team, there are other domains which are there in IT.
Mm-hmm.
So the approach towards and the people within that team also have a different mix. When we're talking about new age business application, there I have a mix of young people who have joined from the colleges, uh, and senior people who have been groomed and for the new technologies which are there. There are a lot of trainings which happens. There are a lot of projects and POCs that they get into. But there are other domain which is fairly stable and all. They are doing. They are the tools in the market are important. Aligning those tools as per the processes are more important. So this is an ongoing journey, the training, and the POCs, proof of concepts that we keep on doing, and accordingly we enhance or enable our technologies within our organization.
Mm-hmm. So of course, like you mentioned, there are like one person in an IT team will differ from another person in a lot of things, like seniority levels is there. There's also, I'm sure, there should be some sort of communication barriers and time zone differences. So how would you suggest leaders should manage these challenges effectively?
Especially in our domain, since we are not internationally operating, our domain is more towards in India. We take care of the India operations.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we have teams across since we are working with plants also. So there, more or less times are same, but yes, the people work on shift sometimes. So accordingly, we have to align our meetings if there has to be there, or sometimes we have to visit there. So accordingly, you have to plan your visits accordingly. And more or less, yes, the timing are aligned based on the our working and the plants working and their availability as such. But as such, as a culture-wise, we are very open for failing fast, coming up with new solutions. That thing is always there with us. We have a other budgets, especially budgets for all these things, where we try new things, and if we are successful, then we are take it in a larger way, so that it helps the organization, it helps IT to be on a latest front, and also upgrading our team members, upskilling our team members, which happens on a continuous basis, at least in our organization. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like you earlier mentioned that the use of KRAs and everything being a formal tool to understand the key qualities of a person and abilities as well. How do you measure and manage performance in large IT teams? Like other than suppose say KRA. So is there anything else that you look into when managing IT teams?
In our case, basically, if you talk about the performance, uh, we have our own KPIs, key performance indicators, and they are there as per the domain. Software team has different kinds of KPIs. Infra team have their kind of KPIs. These are the key things which overall are segregated into their day-to-day projects and tasks and activities. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they have to they are measured as per the KPIs that they have to deliver, whether it is software, whether it is infra, whether it is other security domains or other areas, projects which they are into.
Mm-hmm.
So, and apart from that, yeah, regular appraisal systems, those other tools and processes are all they are also in place. They are very formal processes, yes, but they are also adding value to all this, quantifying and uh, accessing those performances of the people.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And moving forward, like, one thing that is, like forever in an IT industry would definitely be the concept of change. So changes is always there, like people shifting their infrastructure from a legacy system to a cloud-based system and so much more. So how do you guide your team through significant changes? I'm sure there must be some barriers at some level there could be resistance from the employees as well, so how would you suggest leaders try to navigate this?
See, I'll tell you, this is good you ask this question because we are currently into this phase, and we have a legacy of applications across plants. A lot of applications are there, and not only legacy of applications are there, there are redundant applications which are there in the plants. So we are into the journey where we are standardizing those applications in terms of technology, in terms of legacy features of those applications, and also consolidating those applications so that as a team there should be one application catering to the needs of different people across Hindalco. So we are into that phase, and once we are onto that, we will be on a latest environment. Our team will be upskilled to that new environment, and legacy applications will be a history for us. But yes, but otherwise, we have already moved to few of the applications are already on cloud. We are working on low-code, no-code solutions. We are working on robotic process automations. We have a BI tools. So those things are already in place, and but yes, these are come up only from the last 3 4 years. So
Mm-hmm.
this is all because of innovation and new technology we have ventured into, and my team who have learned all these things and started delivering on these fronts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when you say upskilling, what activities or kind of events do you guys have that would promote continuous learning and skill development?
There are two, three, majorly, there are so many things in the organization, but majorly, see, there are trainings which keeps on happening. At a group level, we have our own training center where you can apply, you can go, either you can virtually or physically a residential complex where you can go and learn trainings. But yes, there is a mix of training there, mostly behavioral training. But apart from that, if it's a technical training, we have our own group of people as per the technical specialized training we conduct those kind of training for them. And there is a partnership with the vendors or our suppliers, right? So we keep on getting those webinar done by them. We keep on getting the updates, whatever latest things are coming on the product, and doing the POCs and test cases along with this team. This is again a continuous process. Apart from that, people go outside, go to seminars. A lot of webinars are happening. We have a good e-learning portal where we get a lot of courses, technically IT level, also all different domains of courses we have. The people are anybody can take up any course as per their this thing, and while at gesture at ease or any time, because these are online courses. So there are abundant of courses available to them. There's another mode where people go and learn, or if any, and they have a capsule of all kind of long run, small capsules. Those kind of courses are available. And see, there are other formal trainings for a selected talent of people, which are sent outside for some colleges. We have so many tie-ups with some of the good universities. So there are separate formally there are separate training wings we run in technical university we have, which takes care of our formal trainings and formal integration or collaboration with colleges and all. So, but this is a lot of things. It all depends on the people how much upskilling they would like to have and produce
Definitely.
results. Yeah.
Of course, like with the time coming through, of course, we see a lot of new applications coming in. And while we don't understand where, certain things, like for example, where AI would exactly fit into plant management. So, these are things that are still upcoming. And once they do come through, it is necessary for people to upskill themselves and get adapted enough to, preserve or, achieve this kind of a job role. So that's definitely true there. So
Yeah.
when we talk about people, of course there can also be, like in large teams, conflicts and disagreements are inevitable. They can always show up, so especially during high stress projects. So how do you address these conflicts and try to maintain a positive team dynamic?
See, when you have a different, it is good to have a mix of people, right? So there's always advantage, and we have that culture. But definitely, this brings in everybody has their different attitude, different style of working. Since we have at a different, each one have also are at different levels. People have different kinds of issues and conflicts, right? So that we have to manage. That is a part of our job. But definitely the overall goal, overall thing is always kept in mind. And since we have a team, so we also have a flexibility of taking care of the role or jobs, or resolving conflict with the right kind of uh, need or right kind of attitude fit if something is there. But overall, since we have all kind of experienced people within the team, so people understand that, and if something is there, we manage at our at our level, yes. But definitely, but conflicts generally, we should not say as a conflict. They are a good, healthy discussions, which is always inculcated and always welcomed in the teams meetings and in the teams reviews, which helps us to grow. In fact, and these are indirect feedback which has always helped us. Yes, conflicts it will come and keep on coming. In organization is a part of this thing, but yes, we have a process and procedures in place also formally, which takes care of if it is really a conflict that has to be formally taken care. Yeah.
Of course, with conflicts, you get to do you do get to view a lot of different perspectives, especially given that there are people from different seniority levels, different age groups, different backgrounds. So definitely viewpoints here are very diverse, and that would push towards learning more. So that's definitely a part of it.
Yeah.
So coming on to you, sir, now, like, how would you describe your leadership style is, and how it has evolved through the course of your career? Like, I believe in the beginning of your career, you must have been under someone else, and you must have learned a lot from them. And moving forward slowly as years go by, you do learn more from different people you meet. So, how has your leadership style evolved?
See, in that way, I am very lucky because I have been to different variety of work culture, and the opportunity that I got, and the seniors with which I have worked, right? So they have already always given me a free hand and learning experience, right? If you're just asking me, I'll only speak of let's start on this with this group. I joined in 2004 as a IT head, and then moved to another big plant, and then became a cluster head. And there, more plants were added. Then I got the opportunity to learn greenfield projects. The projects, greenfield means a totally new plants which came. So we did all the automation there. So a lot of experience learning came. Team at that time was good, and all the team members were very good. So if you're a good team, it is always a good experience and uh, good for all the senior people, and it helps everybody, right? So I had a very good team, collaborated well, and initially, yes, since I have also grown my career, kind of executor, seeker initially, because I was doing, but slowly and steadily I have, because of the experience and the role I was playing, I am now more towards a nurturer role, or aligned with some challenges, right? So that has been more now done.
Okay, sir. Can you start from the nurture bit again, sir? Sorry, I my laptop actually took a drop. Just a second, sir. Yeah.
So, in the career-wise, see, I started. It is more because at the lower level, I was more like a seeker or a executor, and slowly, as I grew into my new roles, experiences, and all. Yes, this percentage has fallen, and now I am more into a nurturer and a challenger. Nurture means you have to handle your team, you have to give them opportunity, you have to learn from them, and also take the things forward. And challenger means you have to get the work done, right? So there, the both mix. This mixture has to be leveraged as per the right time and right place. So today, if you see, I am more kind of a challenger and nurturer rather than the executor. But yes, I do play executor role because of my experience that I have been in executor role. But yes, it is not that much. Maybe with the new people who are joining in, or people at the lower level, if he's facing any issues, or if I feel somewhere because of my experience, I can hands on. But that percentage is very less. But still, those executor seeker role is always there. Seeker because I have to update ourselves, upskill ourselves. That kind of seeking has become more towards this particular age now, at which we are in. But I am more towards this nurturing and challenging. That is what I feel. Role.
Definitely, yes, sir. Sam, so thank you so much for like sharing your insights here, sir. Today, like your experience genuinely has, changed my perspective on IT management, IT team management to be specific, and your strategies for managing large IT teams and fostering innovation is, of course, very, inspiring. So before we wrap up, is there any particular advice you would like to give to any IT leaders or aspiring IT leaders?
See, IT leaders, this is a journey, and especially in IT, if I see right, if you see a HR department, right, so HR departments more or less, the things are happening the same way the things are happened earlier, right? Yes, technology-wise things. Similarly, if you see the accounts department, right, the all trial balance sheet things more or less have over the years are same, right? But if you see IT now, IT nothing is the same. It has changed a lot, and unlearning and learning, upskilling and skilling is the key, and that keeps you energized also, and keep you updated with time, and that is what the need of the hours, because when you are in the domain where all the people down the level are coming with all the new things. There outside also world is doing so many things newly. You have no other option also to go away with all these things. So keep unlearning the things and learn new things. Upskilling will always keep you updated, and it will help, and it will also satisfy you a lot, because at this with the experience, especially these leaders, with experience and the technology that are coming up, we know both. We can add a lot of value to the business, and today most of the challenges that in IT we feel is we are not a business partner, right? So we have to see ourselves why we are not a business partner. It is what generally see is business partner means you should have those business. Somebody should come to you as a business partner. That you have to what you say. You have to be owner of why you are not a business partner. You have to business looks for you as a business partner only if you have those business partner skills. And today, in today's age, all leaders who understand this, who could align the technology with business and understand business, then 100% this is a time when IT can play a major role in the board of the organization.
Definitely, yes, sir. So thank you so much for, sharing your valuable insights. It's been a real pleasure talking with you and learning from your extensive experience here, sir, today.
Thanks. It's a nice talking to you, and thank you for giving this opportunity and sharing my experience, what I could share in a shorter period of time. And thanks, and thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. So, to our viewers, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Boardroom Beats. We hope that you enjoyed this deep dive into the mind of a true IT leader. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more exclusive interviews with industry leaders just like Mr. Dogra here. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes where we continue to explore the strategies and challenges that are shaping the future of business and technology. Until next time, keep the conversation going and stay inspired.